This weekend is the sixth Sunday of Ordinary Time, and today's Gospel reading is one of the most familiar, generally labeled the Beatitudes. It provides comfort to those who are struggling in their lives. Luke's account is particularly direct, addressing us in the second person. Blessed are you. If ever there were a time when we need comforting, it is now, with all the things going on around us, both here in Ottawa and in the outside world. Most of us are feeling a little stressed. What is it about Jesus' message, the first reading from Jeremiah and the Psalm, which all speak to those who are blessed? What is it about these that comforts us? Blessings are connected with deep, often spiritual relationships. We ask God's blessing. The celebrant gives a blessing at the end of Mass. Children seek their parents' blessing. Blessing indicates favor, approval, support. And the readings tell us what that support is. The one who trusts in the Lord will be like a tree planted near water. You who are poor will inherit the kingdom of God. You who are hungry will be filled. You who weep will laugh. And you who are hated, excluded, reviled, defamed on account of Jesus will have a great reward in heaven. There is a longer list of Beatitudes in the Gospel of Matthew, including as well the poor in spirit, the meek, the merciful, the pure in heart, the peacemakers, and those who desire to do good. Luke's Gospel today also recounts Jesus presenting another side of the Beatitudes that is far less benign. Jesus counters the Beatitudes with a series of warnings. Woe to you who are rich, well-fed, laughing, and spoken well of. No consolation awaits them, but rather hunger, mourning, and weeping. We might think of these as the woe-itudes, which I find challenging, given that I fit these descriptions, as indeed do many of us in our community of St. Joe's. We are generally prosperous and protected from the vicissitudes visited on those whom Jesus says are blessed. What is Jesus asking of us? It has to be to pay more attention to those who are disadvantaged in our world. It is also to pay attention to the next world. The next world is Jesus' promise to those whose life in this world is so difficult. Paul, in the second letter to the Corinthians, reminds us of this. Christ's resurrection foreshadows the resurrection of us all, and the hope that those who are now hungry and poor and weeping and hated will have their reward in heaven. The message to those of us who enjoy a comfortable life in this world is to pay attention to those who do not, and to loosen our grip on the things to which we are attached in this life. Should we steel ourselves against some impending economic downturn, or do we use our resources to support those who need them more than we do here and now? Do we put our trust in the things of this world or the next? Today's readings are not just about comforting those who are afflicted. They are as much about the responsibility of those who are more favored to alleviate this affliction. But it is also important to realize that these are not two completely separate groups. All of us have challenges to varying degrees. We are all poor in some ways, hungry in some ways, We all know weeping and exclusion. Both sides of Jesus' message should resonate with us. We need God's comfort and support as the shrub in the desert needs water. We need to be the tree planted near the stream, reaching deep and taking sustenance from the word and love of God. We also need to do what we can to care for those who are not nearly so fortunate as we are amid the riches of this earth that we enjoy. As we move toward Lent, we should be mindful of this approaching time of prayer and abstinence and almsgiving as a way of moving closer to our brothers and sisters whom Jesus blesses in today's gospel.